What's up, family? My name is ElijahAmmi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a grown folk channel. This is where we have heart-to-heart conversations and keep it real. Here on this channel, everybody matters. Everybody's family. Here on this channel, we express love because at our core, we are love. I love you guys, and thank you for being with me on this beautiful journey called life. Peace. What's up, family? Man, I want to have a real heart-to-heart with you guys. A real heart-to-heart. First and foremost, man, thank you for all the birthday wishes and just the love that you guys showed me today on my birthday. Man, as I was laying down tonight, just meditating, I listened to 999 hertz. It's a frequency. I listen to that a lot when I'm meditating. And as I was laying there listening to it tonight, just meditating, God's like, no, you get up, you got to make a video. And I wasn't going to make a video for tomorrow because tomorrow's Monday. I was going to do the live, and God was like, no, you need to make this video and release it at midnight tonight. So, man, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That being said, today we want to talk about the power of sound. The power of sound. God said, let there be light. And there was light. Stay with me. We're going to go somewhere and it's going to get profound. Okay. It's going to get deep. It's going to get heavy. I need you to stay with me. Okay. God said, let there be light. And there was light. He spoke light into existence. Stay with me. It's crucial that you understand that. I love studying. There's a group called Egyptologists, people who've studied ancient Egypt. And there's a group of people that believe that the ancient Egyptians were so far advanced technology-wise that they used sound to move the boulders, use sound to move the tons of brick or rock into place to create the pyramids. Stay with me, understand this. Again, there's a group of people, doctors and scientists, who believe that the ancient Egyptians were so far advanced than we are, technology-wise, the ancient Egyptians, that they use sound to move these rocks that weigh tons. They just pick these rocks up with sound and moved them into place. The power of sound. The power of sound. Stay with me. There's a Japanese doctor, Dr. Masaru Emoto, who's become famous. He's a scientist he's become famous, especially on YouTube and just all over, because he studied water. He studied the thoughts. He studied sound and how it changes the structure of water cells. Stay with me. Understand that water makes up 70% of the earth. Water also makes up 70% of the average human being, adult human being's body. That is no coincidence. There are no coincidences, okay? Again, water makes up 70% of I can't even say the word, of the planet, okay? 70% of this planet is made up of water. 70% of the average adult human being is water. And so what this doctor said was that, man, just the thoughts can change the water cells, the water molecules. The thoughts, your thoughts can change the water that you drink. Your thoughts can change any water. You could take contaminated water, and he's done all these different experiments. I'll spell his name out and you could go Google this guy. I've talked about him in the past. You could take contaminated water and your thoughts change the structure of the molecules in that water. Your thoughts, what you say, can change that water. Not just water, but rice. He's done this experiment with rice and stuff too. But we're going to talk about water today. All right, so just stay with me. Gratitude. Man, it's so crucial. Love is so crucial. And that's what we talk a lot about on this channel, is being grateful. Stay with me. We're going to go somewhere. I'm just laying the foundation right now, okay? Again, what you think, how you feel, what you say changes the structure of the water around you. You could get a glass jar, and again, he has all these experiments proving it. You could take glass, put water in a glass jar, and just type the words "I love you" on it, on a piece of paper, and put it on the water, and it'll change the structure of that water. You could put "I hate you," "I'm gonna kill you," "I'm gonna destroy you," whatever, and you could put that, "You're stupid," "You're ugly." You could put something negative on that same glass jar, and it would change the structure of the water. We have to understand this. Family, we often demonize and minimize what we don't understand. What we don't know, what we don't understand, we dismiss. Okay? Oh, that's hogwash, that's BS, because you don't understand. And instead of you growing the heck up and doing your own research and figuring it out for yourself, man, it's like, oh, I'm not dealing with that. That's not important. And to each their own, to each their own. That's why we have all the sicknesses that we do. That's why we have all the ailments that we do. That's why we have all the depression and anxiety and fear and anger and all these other things. We have to grow up. We have to be mindful of what we think. We have to be mindful of what we say. The same Dr. Emoto said that, man, water has memory. Water remembers. And so, man, there's no wonder, it's no coincidence. Again, our body is 70% water. So when you think and you have all this negativity that you talk, when you listen to negative music, when you listen to negative TV shows and talk shows and all that other stuff, you engage in negative conversations, your body, the water in your body remembers that. The water in your body changes because of all the garbage that you listen to, because of all the garbage that you're consuming. And I'm not just talking about drinking or eating. I'm talking about just what you listen to. Just your thoughts, just your feelings negatively affects the water within you, the water right around you. The power of sound. And it's not just sound, it's our thoughts. It's our feelings. But we're going to talk about the sound mostly today, the power of sound. Because we consume a lot of negativity. We engage in a lot of negative conversation. We tell ourselves a lot of negative stuff. And so I was talking to his therapist a week or so ago. Man, we say this, and we said this since we were kids. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. One of the biggest lies ever told. Words do hurt. Your thoughts hurt. Your intent hurts. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to start doing our own research. We have to get back to the basics. How is it that all these ancient cultures knew this stuff? How is it that ancient Africans and the ancient Chinese and the ancient Japanese and all these Native Americans and all these other groups of people knew what I'm talking about today? But we as Americans and we as quote unquote civilized society, we don't have a freaking clue about this stuff. We're completely oblivious to the power of our thoughts. We're completely oblivious to the power of our words. We're completely oblivious to the power of what we listen to. And so we have to understand, when you sit there and you engage in negative conversations, your body remembers it. When you sit there and you listen to toxic music, your body remembers it. Your body stores it. So just think about this for a second. Man, you've heard me talk a lot about fasting. You've heard me, man, a lot of my videos I talk about fasting and detoxing and all these other things. Why? Because we got to get rid of all of this crap within us. We had to purify ourselves of all of the crap, all the toxins that we put in there. Sometimes you hear me talk about, man, I'll go on a 3-day fast. No eating, no drinking, nothing, no water, nothing. Completely eliminate all of the water within me. Why? Because we have to get rid of all that toxic crap. We have to understand the power that we possess. The power that we possess. And this is why the ancients have always said, pray over what you eat, pray over what you drink. They always gave thanks. Why? Because again, that changes the molecules of the water of what you drink. Love, gratitude is essential. I talk about that all the time, about being grateful, about love manifesting and just being an expression of love. You can't be an expression of love when you got a lot of self-hate. You can't be an expression of love when you got a lot of self-doubt and anger and insecurity and unforgiveness. Man, the power is in your thoughts. It's in what you speak. It's in what you speak. Man, even the Bible says, in your tongue possess ye life and death. Your tongue, what you speak. You can speak life or you can speak death. We miss that. That goes completely over our head. You speak life into somebody's life or you speak death into their life based on what you say, based on your thoughts, based on your intentions. And so when you talk about the power of speaking life and death, man, there's groups of scientists, even in America, that said, man, if you play positive music, if you play beautiful music around plants, they'll grow healthy and abundant. If you play crazy toxic music and have toxic shows and stuff on, toxic conversations to these same plants, they'll shrivel up and die. If that's what happens to plants, if that's what happens to water, what do you think is happening to us? Just because you can't see it don't mean that it ain't happening. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. And again, you've heard me talk about manifesting and cursing. Man, Family, you curse yourself every time you say that you broke. You put a curse on your own life every time you say you're stupid, you're ugly, you're fat, you're dumb, and you're a screw up, and you're a failure, and you're never gonna get married, and you're never gonna be happy. And every time you say you're depressed, every time you say you're full of anxiety, every time you say you're full of fear, you're speaking a curse on yourself. You're speaking death over your own life. The power of your words, the power of sound, the power of your thoughts. What are you speaking over your life? What are you speaking over the life of your kids? What are you speaking over the life of your grandkids? What are you speaking over the life of your community? What are you speaking over the life of that person you're in a relationship with? We have to grow up. We have to grow up. You're either speaking life or you're speaking death. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's one or the other. We have to grow up. Man, family, it's so crucial that we understand that we have so much more power than we ever imagined. You hear me talk about, man, through the magazine that I'm getting ready to put out, and through the record label that this young lady, Sherry Hill, and I creating One Love Entertainment. Man, we want to give the power back to the people. We want to give the voice back to the voiceless. Even with this YouTube platform, man, having different people come on Tuesdays, and people being able to showcase their music and their artistic talent on Thursdays. Man, we're giving the voice back to the voiceless. To those that didn't think that they had an outlet, to those that didn't think that they had a way of expressing their gifts and their talents. That's giving them hope. That's speaking life into them. That's breathing life into them. How are you breathing life into the people around you? How are you breathing life into yourself? Are you speaking life, or are you speaking death over your finances? Are you speaking life, or are you speaking death over your physical health, over your emotional health, over your relationships? So for me, man, again, I want to make a video later on talking about the different frequencies that we can listen to and what they do for our bodies, do for our minds. And again, man, when I lay down, man, I try to listen to 999 hertz. That's me. That's what I meditate to. That's what I go to sleep to. Because I understand the power of sound. And so many of us, we have TVs on, we have the radios on, we have all this background noise on. We have all this crap playing at the same time, and it's just noise. We have all this garbage music coming across the radio stations, and that we're playing in our cars. And it's poisoning us. It's not just poisoning us. It's messing up your food. It's not just messing up your food. It's messing up your water. It's messing up the air that you breathe. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. And so when you contaminate the environment with all this crap music, with all this stupid gossip and chit and all this stupid stuff that we talk about, with all this stupid crap that we play on the television, all this stupid stuff, you're poisoning the air around you. You're poisoning the food around you. You're poisoning the water around you. You're poisoning the minds around you. You're poisoning the bodies around you. We have to grow up. And so you release all this negativity into your home. You release all this negativity into your car. You release all this negativity around and onto everybody around you. Your plants, your water, your food, everything. You release all of that. And it's crazy because in Christianity, they talk about all these demons and evil spirits that go out. Man, that's what these people, that's what this is. All this negative energy that you're allowing into your home, all this negative energy that you're broadcasting throughout your place. You sit there over your food and you're sitting there gossiping and tearing somebody down and talking about somebody stupid because they burnt the chicken or whatever the case may be. We're talking negative, stupid stuff. We got dumb background noise going on in the background. We have all this crap. We have all these bad thoughts going on. And so it's contaminating our food. It's contaminating our water. It's contaminating the water within us already. It's contaminating our minds. And this is why we're so sickly. This is why we're so tired. This is why we have no creativity. This is why we're so frustrated. This is why, man, I just don't care. I have no excitement. I have no thrill. I have no ambition. I have no drive. I have no sense of urgency. Why? Because we got all this crap around us, all this crap within us. And so you hear me saying all the time, man, get out in nature. Get out in nature. Why? It's a fresh environment. It's a fresh environment. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. Your thoughts, your intents, your words are powerful. They're so powerful. And it's crazy because everybody's talking about manifesting now. And how do you manifest? You manifest by speaking stuff into existence. You manifest by just thinking stuff into existence. And so everybody's been programmed to manifest a new house, a new job, money, a new relationship. These are the things that we've been told to manifest. The love of our life. But we're not manifesting those things. Why? Because we're manifesting toxic crap. Because that's what we speak the great majority of the time. That's what we consume the great majority of the time. That's what we think about the great majority of the time. What you think about, you bring about. I'm going to say that again. What you think about, you bring about. You don't even have to speak it into existence. You could just sit there and think hateful things. You could just sit there and think depression. You could just sit there and think fear. You could just sit there and think worry. You could just sit there and think anger. So many of you, you're so passively aggressive. You don't say nothing, but you're thinking it. What you think about, you bring about. And so you're creating more of that toxic environment. You're creating more of that drama and that chaos. You ain't even said nothing. You're thinking it. And that's all you have to do is think it. You thought it into existence. This is why you hear me stressing so much the power of gratitude. Man, getting you a gratitude journal, writing down things that you're grateful for before you go to bed, when you get up in the morning. Gratitude. What you're grateful for. Because when you're being grateful, you're not complaining. When you're being grateful, you're on a total different frequency of the negativity and the drama and the chaos and that lack mentality. And the great majority of us, we live on lack. We have a lack mindset. I'm not good enough. You're not good enough. There's not enough food in the world for everybody. There's not enough resources. There's not enough good paying jobs. There's not enough good men. There's not enough good women. This is all lack mentality. It's toxic. It's poisonous. The power of sound. The power of sound. I'm going to share something with you. Your thoughts have a sound. Your thoughts have a sound. You could be thinking something and you could hear your thoughts. You could be thinking about somebody and replaying something in your head and you're having this conversation. You never opened up your mouth, but you're carrying on a conversation in your head, and that has a sound. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. And it's crazy because some of us, we have the ability to see people's aura. We have the ability to see the energy around people. You know what I mean? And so, man, just like you can see their energy, they don't even have to say anything. You see their energy. They don't even have to say anything. We can feel their energy. They don't even have to say anything. We can hear their energy. We can hear their energy. Man, I want to play something for you. It just came to me right now, so excuse me as I try to bring this up. It just reminds me of a sister that I have that, man, she, beautiful, beautiful young lady, man. Where is it at? My phone. And so this lady was talking about sound and how you could hear people's energy. They don't have to sing. You can hear people's energy. And I'm going to show you guys this video that I have on my phone and let you hear what she's saying about this. Hold on, let me bring it up.
Is a sound. So I might say, oh, that person is like, or I might be like, oh, but that one over there is like, you know? And there are some people, their energy flows in a way that translates into my mind like a song. Does that make any sense at all? So it'd be like if I were, like I'm reading for Elijah here, so if I were to feel out Elijah's energy, it comes in like, let me see. Somewhere right around here. And if I listen really closely, I might hear it do things like, right here when I think of Elijah.
And so, man, what she's talking about is hearing people's energy. Hearing people's energy. Your energy has a sound. Your thoughts have a sound. The power of sound. The power of sound. And this is why so many other cultures talk about meditating and they say, Why? Because there's a sound, the power of that sound, the vibration of that sound, what it does to your body. And so I know a lot of Christians are like, oh, that's Satan. Man, that's because they're freaking ignorant. They're ignorant and they don't know any better. The power of sound. There's sound that, man, that can heal your body. Just the sound. Just what you say. Again, understand what Dr. Emoto said. Man, he said that just what you say, what you do can change the structure of water. It can change the structure of food. He did this experiment with rice. We in America, we have a lot of people that have done experiments with plants. And just your sound will kill plants. What you say, the negative energy that you put out, that you play through your music and the TV and all that will kill the plants. And then there's that sound of love. That'll bring healing. That brings joy. That brings restoration. We have to grow up. We have to be mindful of what we say. We have to be mindful of what we think. You hear me say a lot, The Power of Now. It's an awesome book, The Power of Now. Man, learn to live in the present. Don't trip off the future. Don't let go of the past. Don't trip off the past. The power of now. What am I thinking? How am I thinking? What am I saying? Let me tell you something. I was talking to this young lady the other day with a master's degree in psychology. Your brain, and this has been scientifically proven, your brain, when you say stuff, when you rethink stuff, again, your thoughts have a sound. And so when you've been traumatized in the past, it don't matter how long ago that was. It could have been 20, 30, 40 years ago, okay? 50 years ago, something could have happened to you, all right? And you've never gotten over that. And you keep playing that in your head. This is what you do to your brain. Every time you think about that, your brain doesn't know. Your brain doesn't differentiate between the first time that this actually happened to you and every other time you thought about it. Because it's the same frequency. It's the same vibration. It's the same sound. And so your brain, every time you think about this negative crap, every time you think about these traumatic events that happened in your life, all these traumatic experiences that you've gone through, been molested, been raped, whatever, beaten, all this other stuff, been told that you're stupid, dumb, ugly, fat, skinny, ugly, all that stuff. Every time you think about that stuff, every time you dwell on that, you're reliving it. It's as though that's a new experience to your brain. Just thinking about all that stuff. Just thinking about all the times that your dad broke your heart. Just thinking about the times your dad left you and your mama did this to you and your ex-husband and your wife or whoever did this, that to you, your uncles and your cousins and all the people that's hurt you. Every time you think about that stuff, you're killing yourself. Every time you think about that, you're poisoning yourself. And you're not just poisoning yourself. Dr. Emoto said, man, you're poisoning the water around you. You're poisoning the air around you. You're poisoning the food around you. Because you're putting out all that negative energy. And so who's around you that's picking up on all of that toxic stuff? Is it your kids? Is it your grandkids? Is it your loved ones? Is it your sick mom? Is it your dying dad? Who's picking up on all your toxic energy? They've already shown you, they've already proven to you that you can kill plants with just your negative thoughts and the negative sounds around you. They've already told you, as far as you that are women, man, when you're carrying a baby, man, don't be having those stupid arguments. Don't be getting in no crazy fights and all that drama stuff. They tell you that. Why? Because your baby picks up on all of that. Your baby hasn't even been born, but your baby picks up on all of that. And so when you're depressed and you're sad and you're fearful and you're angry and you're depressed and you're suicidal and you're pregnant, your baby picks up on all of that. There's so much we have to learn. There's so much we have to learn. And so much we have to unlearn. My hope and prayer is that you understand the power of your sound. The power of your sound. The power of your sound. What is your sound? What is your sound? What do your thoughts sound like? What does your energy sound like? Just because you're not aware that your thoughts and your energy has a sound doesn't mean that it doesn't have a sound. You just haven't grown up and learned it. You're just not aware of it. Just like you're not aware of thinking all that crazy stuff, listening to all that crazy stuff is poisoning you and poisoning everybody around you. My hope and prayer is that you become a beacon of love in every facet of your life. Your thoughts, what you say, what you do. May you become a beacon of love. May you become a beacon of gratitude. Because when you're a beacon of love, a beacon of gratitude, you bring healing and restoration to those around you that are receptive to it. Everybody ain't receptive to healing. Everybody around you ain't receptive to love. But to those that are, you'll bring healing. You'll bring joy. You'll bring love. I just want to play this lady's voice again one more time so that, excuse me, as I bring this up. Again, just listen to what she's saying. Listen to what
is a sound. So I might say, oh, that person is like, or I might be like, oh, but that one over there is like, you know? And there are some people, their energy flows in a way that it translates into my mind like a song. Does that make any sense at all? So it'd be like if I were, like I'm reading for Elijah here, so if I were to feel out Elijah's energy, it comes in like see. Somewhere right around here. And if I listen really closely, I might hear it do things like and that's what I'd hear when I think of Elijah.
Family, we're not all going to sound alike. Our energies aren't going to flow alike. They're going to have a different vibration, a different sound, a different frequency, a different pitch, and everything else. But my hope and prayer is that the sound of our energy, the sound of our thoughts, the sound of our words manifests love, manifests healing, manifests gratitude. That's my aim. That's my aim in life. Is that everything that I do, everything that I say, manifests love. Because at my core, I am love. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace. Hey family, we're going to change the world, one person, one heart, and one mind at a time. We have to be the bridge that takes people from their darkness, their pain, their trauma, and ignorance to a place of peace, love, joy, and gratitude. Check out my website, ElijahAmmi.com. I love you guys. Happy healing.